AMS3 presentation. Welcome to the new Avdex AMS version 3 presentation. AMS, aircraft maintenance software, was initially developed in 1990. It is widely used in Southern Africa and also in other countries on the African continent. The software has proved to be an affordable, dedicated solution to aircraft maintenance companies. AMS development evolved from DOS through all the versions of Windows to keep track of the latest available technology and has now been upgraded to a web version. In October 2019, Avdex launched the latest version online. Web-based AMS3 joins our flagship AMP as an online program. AMS aims to take care of the administrative tasks of an AMO while increasing productivity. Work packs. The general rule in aviation is that an aircraft may not be worked on without a work trail. This may be paper or electronic. Scheduled and unscheduled work must be complied with in accordance with an AMO work pack system. A work pack is created for each maintenance event. Traceability is everything. Task cards. All the relevant tasks are linked to the work pack, which enables the tracking of costs, maintenance and certification history. A task card will record the original defect or task and associated rectification or action taken for each task on a work pack. Task cards may be scheduled or non-scheduled. The action taken field is used in logbook entries. It is therefore important to complete the fields accurately, as this will populate the related documents correctly. Task cards may be assigned to specific supervising or complying engineers. Task card types. The task card is configured to one of the following types. Chargeable item, used when the costs will be recovered from the client. No charge item, used when the costs will be included in the work pack, but not recovered from the client. Cost of quality, used when work is done due to a quality-related issue and will not be recovered from the client. Costing. All costs related to a specific task will be allocated to a task card. These will include labor, parts and services. Printing task cards. When all task cards have been added to the work pack, the task cards can be printed. Completing and authorizing task cards. After creating a task card, it is then given to the engineers to action. The task card needs to be completed. The AME will insert the action taken to complete the task. The phraseology should be in the form that will appear in the logbook as a CRMA. These task card entries may be added directly to the database electronically on the web page, using a PC or portable electronic device, and certified using the Avdex secure electronic signature. Work pack summaries. After each work pack has been completed, a summary may be printed to forward to the client or place in storage. There is no need to store electronic or printed work packs, as the data is readily available in AMS. Invoice. The work pack summary includes a report in invoice format. This summarizes the cost and selling on all task cards and subtotal by labor, services, and parts. This may be used to manually transfer the data to an accounting package. There is a data export to the accounting package to transfer PO and closed work pack data to accounts. This enables the accounting package to keep a stock received value as well as sales values. Logbook. Each task card will indicate if the action taken field will be included in the certificates generated for a work pack. The rectification or action taken field will be used for the wording in the Logbook CRMA or release certificates, SACAA Form 21-2, EASA Form 1 or FAA 8130-3. The logbook type will be determined by the aircraft component linked to the task card. Stores and purchase orders. Parts identification requirement. The ability to uniquely identify parts is critical when traceability is required. AMS provides a number of options to track parts through the allocation of batch or serial numbers. This is linked to the part and is traceable through the store from receipt to the issue to a task card in a work pack. Assigning the batch or serial number. The normal work method requires the batch or serial number to be allocated when the part is received into the store. Storage limiting period, shelf life. The manufacturers of certain aircraft units impose storage limiting periods after which time they will not guarantee the efficient functioning of the equipment. On expiry of recommended storage periods, the parts should be withdrawn from stores for checking, overhaul or disposal as recommended by the manufacturer. AMS allows the flagging of expiry dates. Parts certification. As parts release certificates SACAA Form 21-2, EASA Form 1 or FAA 8130-3 are linked to the batch or serial number, the certificate is of vital importance. As maintenance organizations have various systems in place to store the certificate, AMS allows for the uploading of scanned copies. These are uniquely linked to the batch serial ID and are available for download. This makes retrieval of the document easier to produce when requested. Alternative parts. There are part numbers in the inventory that may be substituted by another part number which is considered an alternate. These part numbers are published by manufacturers and vendors. The AMO must have procedures in place to make sure that the linking of these part numbers is substantiated by relevant documentation. When a part number is flagged as an alternate part, a search for either part number will be displayed in the drop-down search. Superseded parts. At times, manufacturers and vendors may issue new versions of parts. There may be many reasons for this. Product improvement is the most usual, while failures of older products may also require a part to be superseded. AMS allows for the flagging of superseded parts and the removal from stores of the unserviceable inventory. Rotables. Rotables are aircraft parts or components that are serialized and tracked on a maintenance organization's database. It is also a part that can be rebuilt or overhauled, in-house or by a vendor, and put back in stock to use again. Rotables are basically the opposite of expendable or throwaway parts. Rotable parts are handled in the store and fully traceable. Rotable orders are handled as unique transactions to ensure continuity where a part is exchanged for a new or refurbished part. Issue parts. Parts linked to a purchase order are issued on receipt. Parts already in stock may be issued in one of two ways. Firstly, if paper issue documentation is used, this is then transferred to AMS manually by selecting the recorded part, the batch or serial number, the task card and quantity. It is vitally important that the correct batch or serial number is issued. Secondly, if the Avdex inventory mobile scanning system is used, the part is scanned, and the task card number selected. As the barcode incorporates all the relevant part details, including the batch or serial number, the correct part is issued. Requisitions. The requisition system is implemented to assist with the communication between stores and AMEs. A request can be made on a part for a specific task on a work pack. This will alert stores to check if the part is in stock or to order the part for the specific work pack as requested by the AME. Requisition parts issue. Parts in stock are issued via the normal parts issue interface. The reminder email sent to stores contains a hot link that will allow the direct opening of the parts issue page. Parts may also be issued directly from the requisition page by users with the correct access level. Inventory records. Inventory records form the base of all transactions where parts or services are received into the database. Inventory records will always be linked to a purchase order item as well as a GRV. Electronic part selection. Inventory mobile scan. The mobile scanning functionality has been implemented to simplify the issuing and returning of parts to and from a work pack. This function will allow the stores to issue and return parts by simply scanning the barcode presented on the inventory label. Purchase orders. Purchase orders must be generated for all commitments made to suppliers. This includes parts purchases and services. Services purchase orders must be linked to a work pack task card. Rotables will require a company work pack for this link. RFQ. If required, use can be made of the request for quote function in AMS. An RFQ is created and sent to suppliers and converted to a purchase order when an acceptable quote is received. Orders created from RFQs or directly entered must be authorized before they can be printed as an official purchase order. This is done by a user with the correct user rights. Purchase order types. Purchase order types can be selected when a new purchase order is created. The type changes the functionality and requirements of the purchase order and must be defined when it is created, as it cannot be changed later. There are currently 5 type options. Parts. This is a normal parts order used to procure parts. An existing part number must be specified. The task card link is optional. Services. This order type is used when services type work is carried out by a third party. This purchase order type must be linked to a task card, as the task card contains the description of the work to be done. Rotables. All rotable orders must be linked to a task card, as the instructions are contained in the task section of the task card. On receipt, this rotable part will be issued to the task card. General. A general order can be used to place orders not related to the maintenance of an aircraft. This functionality is provided to allow the use of the standard purchase order system for all company orders. This can be used for anything from stationery to cleaning materials, etc. Freight. The shipment price is added to the purchase order value. This is used to determine the total landed cost of an inventory item. Freight costs per consignment are not always available at the time of the PO receipt. The shipment function is used to add the freight cost at a later stage. List prices. List price functionality allows for the setting of a selling price for a part regardless of the costs. This is used when parts are sold at a fixed price. It is also a handy function for take-on stock when the cost might not be available. Labels. When a consignment entry has been completed, all the relevant inventory labels may be printed when the GRV is printed. Labels printed for all part batches will include the assigned batch serial number on the label. The barcode identifies this unique inventory entry for traceability. Labor. Personnel. The personnel page contains all the information linked to staff using the application. Any person required to book time on a task card must be registered in the personnel database. Admin users must be registered on the system even if they may never book time on a task card. This is done to maintain an audit trail for all admin tasks in the application. Authorization levels are defined on the personnel page. Recording labor time. Divisions. Work packs can be linked to a division should the labor selling price be required to be calculated at a different rate. The selling adjustment will be implemented through a timesheet type that has been set up. This way the labor will be multiplied by the factor entered on the timesheet type. Timesheet. The primary goal of timesheets is to get an accurate costing of work pack tasks. Each timesheet entry generates a task cost as well as a task selling component. Personnel are able to record labor time via timesheets. The type of activities can extend beyond work pack tasks. This allows the system to be used for all hours worked by personnel and includes activities such as training, leave, sick leave, time in lieu, etc. These activities may be defined to fit the requirements of the company. Recording may be done using the old-fashioned paper system. The application has the electronic Avdex MyTime function. MyTime. The MyTime interface has been developed to allow staff to directly book time on the system. This will reduce the work linked to manually capturing of time sheets. Time allocated will be more accurate as it must be recorded when the task is done. This interface will allow users to book time, even when on a remote site as only an internet connection is required. Implementing MyTime eliminates the requirement of opening timesheet entries for all users. This allows personnel to record time when a task is started or ended using a PC or personnel electronic device. These MyTime entries can be edited and uploaded to the timesheet database by admin staff. Timesheet notes. Personnel can enter notes on the tasks performed. These notes will be reflected on a dedicated report in the work pack report. These notes are intended to allow AMEs to record observations to a task card. They may not necessarily be needed in the action taken field or on the CRMA. Aircraft. The aircraft data file contains all the information related to the aircraft and forms the basis of most other activities in the application. The information contained in this file is flexible and highly configurable and should be accurately maintained. Aircraft are loaded by registration together with engine and propeller details. The airframe is the base component. The engine and propeller are linked to the airframe and values individually recorded. These are user configurable. Aircraft information is recorded with each job. This allows for accurate reporting on maintenance history. Usage. Usage recording is an important aspect of the aircraft data and must be accurately maintained. Usage refers to the recording of hours, cycles, overhaul dates, etc. for each component. This is then used for reporting on the aircraft. The usage values are also logged into a work pack when opened. It is important to keep a record of the values at the time of the work pack, even if the aircraft values are later updated. Utilization may now be linked to AMP if the aircraft is active in AMP. Customer management. Customer information is edited on the customer page. This information is used to allow easy access to customer information on the AMS database. Customers are linked to work packs as well as aircraft. Supplier management. The supplier pages manage the suppliers of spare parts, services, and freight. The supplier information is linked to all purchase orders and when inventory or services are received into AMS. A supplier can be registered to provide services in one or more categories. These categories are spare parts, services, and freight. If a certificate number is entered in the commodity tab, the expiry date must be valid before new purchase orders can be placed with the supplier. Foreign exchange. Default currency. The default currency must always be the local currency of the AMO. All costing and selling will be calculated relative to the local currency selected in the foreign exchange page. The default is set to South African Rand, but an AMO in other countries must rename the default to their local currency. Foreign currencies. Foreign currencies must be registered in the program to allow international transactions. These are primarily used to keep track of inventory costs as they fluctuate against the default currency. These are also used to create invoices for regional sales. Maintenance Manual Library. The AMS Manuals page allows users to maintain a basic database of relevant maintenance manuals. The OEM web page is recorded, together with login name and password. This allows all the maintenance manual information to be kept available in a central database, which is accessible to all users. The intention is that all manuals and support documents used by the AMO for servicing aircraft should be listed. In order to keep up to date with the latest revisions, a list of revisions and changes is provided. A report with all subscription expiry dates as well as the last check dates is available to manage the library. When manual revisions are made, the revision date and status should be entered in the AMS database. The AMO should have in place a procedure whereby AME, planners and relevant staff are notified of revisions. AMS allows manual detail to be linked to work pack task cards for certification of tasks by the AME. As this data will have been revised over a period of time, it is essential that the history of manual revisions be kept. This enables the maintaining of links to previous work packs proving compliance at time of certification. Avdex SES authorization. Signatures. A signature is any method used to identify a person and to indicate the signatory's intention in respect of the information contained in the communication, or the signatory's approval of the information communicated, i.e., to attest to the completion of, or a person's involvement in, an act, or to certify a record entry. Signatures may be handwritten or electronic. The Avdex SES function allows for full electronic certification and complies with international aviation requirements. Accounting exports. The AMS program is a dedicated maintenance management program and is never intended to be an accounting program. There is, however, a lot of information common to the company accounting function and AMS. It makes sense to make this information available to the accounting software to avoid double capturing of data. This information exchange requirement is primarily on supplier invoicing and work pack invoicing. For both options, AMS should be the primary source of data. Export reports are available in Microsoft Excel.xlsx format. These are available in the period report page and must be generated between a selected date range. The accounting work pack export will provide a report of all work packs closed in the selected period. The work pack selling price may be adjusted prior to the closing of work packs. The GRV export provides details as per the GRV's capture. GRVs are essentially supplier invoice confirmations in the AMS definition. The export provides all relevant information as well as purchase order references. AMS Quote. The AMS quotation functionality is an optional add-in module to the main program. The purpose is to prepare a quotation in the same format as the work pack. This allows customers to clearly match the quotation with the final documentation. Parts may be quoted and an RFQ will be automatically created. Third-party services may be added to an RFQ. After the quote has been accepted, the quote work pack may be imported to a maintenance work pack. Application parameters. Company. This section contains all the company contact information. AMO number. Country of origin. Financial. The company registration number is saved to display on relevant documents to satisfy local requirements. A field is provided to allow for a default purchase order details text. This is a standard statement to suppliers regarding the conditions, legal requirements and delivery methods of a company purchase order. Inventory labels. The inventory labels are unique to each part batch received. Inventory labels have a barcode linking it to the exact inventory item in the store. All other relevant part information is included on the label to assist with the tracing of parts. Reporting. Reporting filtered between specified dates is available. Aircraft. Reports on aircraft costing and work pack opened, filtered by selected aircraft registration. Inventory. Database-wide reports on inventory. These include work in progress, period stock and movement, stock, movement over selected period, inventory received by GRV, shrinkage, inventory returned to stores, Rotables, work packs. Work pack specific reports including work packs closed over selected period, work packs opened over selected period, unscheduled work packs over a period, work packs currently open, personnel. Personnel specific reports including timesheet summary, timesheet allocation, personnel time, system. These reports include AMS status. This report gives status update of AMS activities and workflow items. Accounting WP. This is an Excel format export of work packs closed. Accounting GRV. This is an Excel format export of GRV received. Stock take. This is an Excel format export designed to be used for stock take counting. AMS building blocks. Linking and managing AMS records. Aircraft, work packs, tasks, reporting. Personnel, timesheets. Suppliers, purchase orders, inventory. Costs are allocated to work-pack tasks by recording staff labor time and purchase orders, inventory or services to the tasks. Avdex AMS encourages increased productivity, has a user-friendly layout, has local support, is cost-effective, and the best of all, Avdex AMS welcomes the digital age and encourages a paperless industry.